What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 49 of our Madden 24 Arizona Cardinals franchise mode. And today we are finishing the regular season. We're going to be able to finish this series with 50 episodes. 49 is finishing the regular season. Next episode, episode 50, will be the entirety of the playoff run. Hopefully the undefeated streak rolls into it, but at minimum, I want to close this series off. Put a pin in it as two-time back-to-back Super Bowl champions and really establish this Cardinals team. This Cardinals team, which, you know, the best team we've ever drafted in main channel franchise history. We have never drafted better at all. Point blank, period. You know, you gotta just finish it off with the most success we've ever had in a main channel franchise, point blank, period. Usually, we win one Super Bowl. It takes 4 or 5 years, etc., etc. And then we finally win that one Super Bowl, and then it's time. We decide to run it back for one more year just because we drafted so well. Just because we wanted to see the growth and development of these guys. And we're still undefeated. 12-0, looking to finish the regular season here with an undefeated mark. I think statistically speaking this year, we are a little bit behind what we were last season. But I think we were just so good last year that, you know, yeah, and as you can look, last year we were pretty much first in everything. This year, still pretty damn close, right? Still very much a bunch of league leaders, guys in contention. Kyler Murray, the passing offense, has not been S tier, but it's been pretty good. It's been reliable when we need it to do, maybe not as reliable when we could run scores up and really start to pad stats, if you will. Our run game has been elite. Roosevelt Bonds, Calvin Austin, Kyler Murray scrambling a lot more than he has the past couple years. We drafted a late round power back. Let's also chip it in here. That's more so during the sim times of our games. Receiving, it's all, you know, 6, 6, 6, 6. Would be pretty cool with all the pace that these guys are setting. Can we get 4,000-yard receivers? That would be pretty badass. Defensively, David Collins getting a lot of tackles. Same with Popo. Familiar faces. B.J. Ozolari on a record. I mean, probably not his record last year, but if you're going off of old NFL records, on a record-setting pace for sacks. And TFLs. Duval with 9 sacks, 5 for Milton Williams, which I'm pretty happy with. 4 picks, Marco Wilson. Definitely want to see maybe a couple more interceptions there, and I think that has to do with the fact that we've changed the formatting of this series. We have a little bit more sim, and if you know anything about Madden, you know interception numbers usually are absolute butt cheeks in the sim, so that's why I think some of our guys are down. But hey, still, Marco Wilson with 4 picks, really damn good. So we got 5 games here on the slate, and I think I've kind of broken it down how I want to handle business. We have Denver and the Rams. Both these teams are 4-8. I think we trust our gut that our 92 overall team can handle business here. We're going to sim those two. I think Philly week 16 is the game we want to hop in and play. On the back end of that, I think we have the Rams and somebody else. We'll see when we get there. But I think first thing is first. We go against Denver at home. We go week 15 against the Rams at home. And we hope that at no point the loss comes in the sim. Let's go right now live. Every time I do it, I'm just like, I got slight anxiety, mild anxiety. Because I think if we do lose eventually, it is what it is. And these sim wins have been getting slimmer by the day. But we're able to get to 13-0, 28-25. We beat the Denver Broncos, who, I mean, they kept that a lot closer than they probably should have. We'll get it fairly consistent from the Cardinals. A touchdown in every quarter. We finished with 224 yards for Kyler Murray, 1 touchdown, no picks. 72 yards and a touchdown for Calvin Austin, 64 yards and a touchdown for Roosevelt Bonds. And the power back McGee. This is how he is slowly churning away. That is his 5th rushing touchdown of his rookie campaign. And hell, even Kyler Murray getting some decent scrambling yards. Last year, 40 yards would have been a huge performance from our dog. Hollywood Brown, 72 catches. We got 66 and a touchdown for the GOAT, Marcus House. There's never been a greater franchise tight end, I don't think. Grant Delpit in the secondary, 7 tackles and a TFL. But look at that, only 1 TFL the whole... Oh, no, that's a lie. Ojulari continuing to pad his stats here a little bit. TFL, no sacks, though. Great job by the Denver Broncos offensive line, keeping their quarterback protected. And off of that victory, we'll get an upgrade here for Marcus House. Will be pretty cool if we can get him officially into 99 territory, an official 99, not a boosted 99, but I will always remember from here on out, for every franchise mode, Madden 25, Madden 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, every tight end, maybe even every rookie receiver that we draft in our franchises, this is now the pace card that has been set. And you know what? I've said it before. You guys owe credit for that. I was not going to be aggressive. We had, at that time, if you remember, Trey McBride, who just went up superstar dev. Really good tight end in real life as well. Looks very optimistic for the Arizona Cardinals. Trey McBride is easily one of their best skill position players that they want to grow and build around. He just got superstar dev. We were fine with the first overall pick, looking at Kenny Hodges, who ended up being an absolute dog for us. And now he's arguably the best corner in the NFL. But when we saw Marcus House, we saw what that looked like. You guys were like, hey, C4, go get this guy. This guy could be generational. I wasn't going to do it. And then we ended up making the big trade. We brought Marcus House. We traded superstar Trey McBride at, like, what, 24 years old? And the rest is history. We have arguably the best skill position player we've ever drafted from a main channel franchise. So for that, I very much need to thank you guys. And we need Marcus House to continue to crush it against the 4-9 LA Rams, who do have a pretty good passing offense. They do have a pretty good rushing defense. Everything else, though, is not very good. And as long as ratings mean something, the Arizona Cardinals should be able. I mean, we are 2 to 3 points better than almost every team at minimum. 4 or 5 points. And look at that. We handle business 35-5. But, oh, no. What did we just happen? 2 injuries. B.J. Ojolari is going to miss the remainder of the regular season. Calvin Austin is going to be gone. We might get him back for the Super Bowl if we can make it. Those are brutal injuries. And in this game, 35-5, I hope Ojolari did some more, because he's not going to be able to pad his stats anymore. And if the season finishes as is, even though it's going to be an asterisk because there was an injury, I mean, the stats are whelming. But we got 223 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks for Kyler Murray, so happy Kyler has not been turning the football over. A huge 136-yard 2-touchdown performance for Roosevelt Bonds. McGee, yards kind of suck. He did chip in with a touchdown, but we're going to need these guys to step up now because there's no more Calvin Austin, who is, yes, he's RB2. Yes, he's a converted gadget player, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, Calvin Austin is an integral part of our offense. We got 61 yards for Archibald, 51 and a tutty for Hollywood Brown, 41 and a tutty for Rondale Moore. Not quite the game you'd be hoping for out of Marcus House. On the defensive side, we got 1 sack by the human-animal hybrid, no TFLs. At least we did get a Kenny Hodges interception, his 2nd of the season. But man, oh man, oh man, those are not the eye-popping numbers we were hoping B.J. Ojolari would finish with. So that means injuries or not, B.J. Ojolari finishes, half as many tackles. We went from 48 TFLs, 32 TFLs to 12, 23 sacks, 36.5 sacks to 12.5 sacks. Dang. I mean, still good numbers, but not historic. Game 3 of our 5-piece is against the 8-6, 86 overall Philadelphia Eagles. And this time last year, when we played the Philadelphia Eagles, that was the game in the regular season which I thought our win streak was going to end. We are on a 34-game win streak, and it is the Philadelphia Eagles that I think stand before us. We got the Rams Week 18, should be a win, especially seeing this Week 15 game. We're not resting our starters. We're going for it. We have the Jets Week 17. Maybe they could be surprisingly good, but I think if we can get to 15-0 here against the Philadelphia Eagles, we are going to hop in on the sticks and hopefully kick their ass. This should be a chance at a undefeated season back-to-back. How we want to stop the Philadelphia Eagles? Well, we're going to want to take away the dink and dunks there to Jalen Hurts. Defensively, how can we disrupt what they want to do to us with Jalen Carter? They want us to blitz counter. All right. We got all of our players there ready to go. I don't want Stockton getting these extra bumps. Let's go. Maybe Roosevelt. Who do I want to kind of pad their stats here as we close the year out? Let's see if we can get Papo up to a 90. I think that'd be another cool thing to hang our hat on from where he started as a 66 normal. To say in 3 seasons or whatever we're at, get him up to a 90 overall would be pretty badass. But now it is going to be all hands on deck. Still, well, kind of, because we're down Ojulari. We're down Calvin Austin, but we still have more than enough talent in this 92 overall squad to welcome the Philadelphia Eagles and prove that, at least in this world, the Cardinals are the best birds. Let's go, Kyler. Be great. So now that we are down, to start, just get an idea. You know, we did trade Boogie Basham, right? And we decided that we're going to move Milton Williams to defensive end, and he looks great there. But now with the injury to Ojulari, luckily it's not season-ending, but for the rest of the regular season, we got Barno. So we go from the best pass rusher in the league, but because we made a trade that might be viewed as like a vertical trade, by vertical trade I mean slightly vertical, my actual vertical, look at this pursuit, you know, like a horizontal trade. It's kind of kicking us in the ass right now, because if we just kept Boogie Basham, we'd be able to endure this injury a little bit better. Man, all right. So Jalen Hurts is going nuclear, huh? We gotta do our best to get Mother's X Factor. 3rd and 10. Oh my God. And even though we have good secondary, there's not really any defense that is going to be able to dominate A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. I think at best you hope they get some of theirs in, we get some of ours in, and at the end of the day, you're kind of breaking even. Let's go. We got Duval against a very good left-hand side of the Eagles' offensive line. Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson. And we know, hey, it's a piss-away first drive. We kind of know how this works by now. Our defense gets better as the game goes on. Jalen Hurts is trying his best. Gets up to the 1. We got a bend, don't break here. I think we get a stop. They will settle for a field goal. We're going to go heat-seeking missile. We'll try our best here. See if we can jump the center. That's not Jason Kelce. Oh, no! We had it. But we took the wrong angle. And what an opening drive from the Eagles trying to end the undefeated season. Oh, there we go. That's a start. To the outside. Run away from Hassan Reddick and Jalen Carter. That left side, that could be where we go. Pick on Josh Sweat. I've got a screen pass here. And I'm going to try to gamble on the over-aggressiveness of this Eagles D-line so far this game. And the aggressiveness was there. That's a 3 and out. We're just getting nickeled and dimed right now by the Philadelphia Eagles. Going on another drive. Our defense, I don't want to say it looks like they're getting exposed, but hey, who'd have thought missing the best pass rusher in the league would yet feel the sting of that? Struggling to figure out how we adjust here to the Eagles. Like, they're just getting what they want. They need 1 yard, they'll get 2 yards. They need 8 yards, they'll get 9 yards. There we go, Milton. Come on, baby. Bend, don't break. We do get the ball to start the second half, so we have a potential 2 for 1. So it's not end of the world if we go down 2 scores. But if we go down 2 touchdowns, that's a little bit of a different story. Let's go, Milton. You know the weaknesses of Mailata. Fuck! Let's fucking wake up, fellas. Come on. As much out of all the teams I'd be alright losing to, doesn't mean I don't want to lose. It's not happening. That's where we go. Finally. Let's start throwing the football, I guess. Go, Kyler. Those wheels on! Ooh. Double slants here. Okay. Can work with this. Nope. No, we can't. Hello, Jalen Carter. All right. Makes it 3rd manageable. Probably 4 down territory here unless we get, sacked pretty bad. We're going to go double outs. See, look, this is the loss of Calvin Austin. We had Calvin Austin coming to the backfield. With all due respect to Roosevelt Bonds, feel all right about this play. Can Roosevelt Bonds run it? He sure as shit can. And the Cardinals pull one back. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing. It's just 5-yard completions It's 4-yard runs, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Can't get pressure, can't cover, can't tackle. Jesus Christ, I'm going to tell you right now, the only way we even get back in this game is we get a touchdown here, we get the ball to start the second half, because our defense is doing fuck all. What is that? What is this tackle? What is this Pee-wee two-hand touch? Can we get all 3 of our timeouts? I mean, maybe touchdown, any points. We need points. We cannot just say, oh, we're going to take this one into the half. And there's 30 yards because we can't. Oh, I mean, I did not foresee when we were getting our toughest battle that my defense would be the thing that gets nothing. My defense is the liability. I could see Kyler Murray going cold at a bad time. That probably should have been a pick on top of just... Oh, yeah. Now, look, wave the white flag and run it. Yeah, right. Are we just, all right, not winning? Like, just like, oh, you know, the win streak was cool. Let's give it up here. There we go. We're getting pressed, and we got more speed than they have speed. Come on. Come on. That was as good of a roll as we could have got. Getting pressed. Multiple 95 minimum speed. Maybe Keely Ringo on the Eagles secondary would have been the guy with speed to not pick on. I don't know who 34 is. Levi Wallace. 7 at halftime. We get the ball back with 5 seconds. Oh! Drop. The best playmaker in the league with a crucial drop. All right, well, we get the ball to start the second half. Down a score. Got fucking hook, line, sinker, baited. That's our opening drive of the second half right there. That's the 2-for-1 we needed. I could tackle there. 3rd and 3. I mean, I don't think they've not got a 3rd down that I've played. The only one they got was I thought I was just simming into halftime. So we get the human-animal hybrid. Let's see what we can do here. This is probably going to be a run. And it is the human-animal hybrid. Alex Jones gets a TFL. And off of the interception, we're able to hold them to only a field goal. Got good blocking there. Our run game's been a non-factor. Probably has something to do with how we're struggling. Can't control the clock. Here we go. Couple big-time runs. Roosevelt Bonds, put your foot in the dirt. Throws a stiff arm. Let's go. Come on, House. Come on, House. Come on, House. Holds on, breaks the tackle. There you go. Make up for the drop at the end of the first half. Just put up the stat of what they are on 3rd down. Like, it is like 8 of 9 on 3rd down. It has been absolutely brutal. And it's just this. It's just, whoop, automatic. Can't. Heaven forbid we have someone that's in the right place at the right time on one of these fucking plays. And I don't think it's a man thing. I don't think it's a zone thing. I just think it's an Eagles thing. They got really good players, and they're finding ways to get, like, I can't get pass rush whatsoever. Oh, let's just let Jalen Hurts. Let's just let him get his first down. Give him the fucking score here. Make a play. Oh, he's audible, and probably somewhere it's going to be a guy just wide open. Okay, Braylon Duval. We get a sack. We back him up 10 yards. Let's just go cover 3. We Papo in the middle of the field. Oh, I got a blitz. Got a blitz. Got a blitz! Let's go, Kenny Hodges, Milton Williams, sharing the sack. And I mean, this is not game, but this is the game. 3rd down. Can we get a stop? On 3rd and 15. It is either going to be too short or a touchdown. And it is going to be what should be a pick. We go for the emphatic, I'm not even going to try to catch it. I'm going to bat it down. Maybe that's respect to A.J. Brown. And we get out this drive holding them to a field goal. Ooh. Ooh. Come on, Ronnie. Come on, Rondale. Come on, Rondale. Let's go, Rondale! That's a fast linebacker right there. Those are like linebacker safety keeping up with Rondale Moore. Kudos to them. I thought that was a house call. My favorite plays. Haven't called it yet today. But we got Archibald coming back. As long as the O-line holds up. Oh, we got it. Let's go. Contested catch against Keely Ringo. But Archibald, the superstar wide receiver, gets it done. Extra point. Makes it. We got the lead. For the first time all game. 5:35 remaining. Now the pressure's on the defense. God, dude. It's been this. Where's the C4? Like, can you show more highlights of the defense here getting cooked? It's that. I have no impact whatsoever. It's just snap. I'm along for the ride with whatever happens. Oh my God, yeah, make him fucking put him on a highlight reel. 3rd and 5 at midfield. We don't got any abilities activated because they've done a great job at neutralizing us, and they go short to Dallas. God, he tries for these bullshit dink and dunks. What are the Eagles going to do on 4th and 5 at midfield? They're on their side of midfield. They're going to punt it away. 2nd and 7. So they get JOK at linebacker. That's another one. Oh, let's go, Roosevelt Bonds. Get out of here, Jordan Davis. Get out of here. 1st down. That's going to do it. Victory formation time. I'm going to trust that my kicker, who has every ability you can put a kicker on, I'm going to take the penalty so we can chew the clock up as much as we can. Philly is going to get a shot or two, which is annoying. And it's probably down to that Dotson injury. That stopped the clock. That was a free timeout for them. So we got a 35-yard field goal, which is good. But the Eagles got a chance. They got 10 seconds, which is... I mean, if we can get a sack here, no plays. But they might have 3 chances here to throw this. Get out here. That was too close for comfort. They're going to have one more attempt at what could be the last hurt. Well, I'm not... We play defense like this. Every game's going to be a battle. But could be the last hurdle from a second perfect season. Let's go, Milton, against your former team. Come on. They didn't want you. They gave up on your development. Oh, my God. Look, that's not even staying in bounds. We survive. Losing for 85% of the game, but when it mattered in the 4th quarter, the Arizona Cardinals, the pedigree, Kyler Murray, 4 touchdowns on the day. When we needed plays, we got plays. Brutal interception, which I give credit to the Eagles defense. I thought I had a free shot play, and then they undercut it. I think that was a bait. But 246, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick for Kyler Murray, 139 yards for Roosevelt Bonds. Definitely felt the loss of no Calvin Austin for sure. Marcus House, 65 yards and a touchdown, 92 and 2 for Archibald. Roosevelt Bonds also with a receiving touchdown. On the defense side, Xavier Collins, 10 tackles, 2 TFLs. Duvall had 2 TFLs and a sack. Milton Williams and Kenny Hodges shared a sack. Getting spicy, man. 2 more to go. So if you know anything about the Madden sim, you know that the straight sim tends to be a lot more reliable. To throw a little bit more drama in the mix, Week 17 and 18 are both going to be play the moment sim, which is an entirely different beast. If you've ever watched any of my rebuilds, you know, it's just like, it's whose line it is anyways. The overall, the ratings are all made up. The points don't matter. And we got the Jets up first. Who you look at the Jets, 6 and 9, top 10 offense, a top 5 rushing defense. Could be annoying if we can't get the pass going. So a road game against a team that has, you know, Sauce Gardner, Garrett Williams. They got some guys here. Let's see what happens. Opening drive for the good guys. We get a touchdown, but miss the extra point. Maybe it will be something weird like that kind of comes back to kick us in the ass. But look, the prolific, I mean, we can't make anything easy. And we close out the first half. We have 9 points, 9-3. Like a one-sided soccer game. Up 5 in the fourth. Good drive there. Get the touchdown. Go up 12. Still 4 minutes to go. Looks like the defense is shutting up shop. 29-10 is going to be your final. And we are 1 win away from completing back-to-back perfect seasons. Look at Kyler Murray. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 touchdowns, no picks, 250 yards, 65 from Bonds. Kyler Murray, 44 and a rushing touchdown. Might be an offensive player of the week performance out of Kyler Murray. Archibald, 85 yards, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns from Marcus Howe, 61 and a tud for Hollywood Brown. Defensively, Duval and Milton with sacks. That's a good performance. I'll take that. I'll take that one more time, please. At 16-0, can become 17-0 if we can beat a team that is already looking at, can we lose to get a better draft pick? The 4-12 Rams. But you know what also? They still have a top 5 passing offense. And they know they're not going to suck worse than the Seahawks. So there's a ceiling to how bad their pick can be. You might make the argument playing spoiler as a divisional rival could mean more to them than a better draft spot. Now, even though we are 3 years in, this is still a Rams team that has Cooper Kupp. Still a Rams team that has Aaron Donald. Maybe I could have kept it real and just retired Aaron Donald last offseason and keep it in line with real life. But I think that's what made the division so competitive. And I don't want to make it easier. I don't want a cupcake way to go undefeated 2 straight years. We want everyone to bring their best. Opening drive for the Cardinals. We finish with a touchdown. We keep the ball for about the whole quarter. Turnover from the Rams. Punished by another touchdown. You know what I want to do here? I want to go play-by-play. Because if we're going to be able to go undefeated, I don't just want to see everything going a million miles a minute. So we unfortunately start the slow sim with a punt on 3rd down. But look at that stop there from the defense, forcing a throwaway from Jared Goff back with the Rams. And to close out the first half, let's see if we can get a drive going here. And it is a great mix of runs and quick throws from Kyler Murray. 3rd and 10 turns to a 4th and 6. Long field goal attempt. And we just decide to take that into halftime, up 2 scores with the Cardinals getting the ball to start the second half. We get 11 yards to Marcus House. Ooh, penalty. And I wish it was a penalty. It's the penalty of Aaron Donald being on the field. 8 sacks. That's what it feels like. A sack of 8 yards forces a punt. I imagine he has 8 sacks in LA games. But look at that first play! 56-yard interception. Jalen Thompson puts us back. So that was a shot play by Jared Goff. And let's not, let's keep our foot on their throats here. Finish this one off with a touchdown. 2 yards for McGee, the rookie. And it is 21-0. Early payout for you Bet365 fans out there. 3 and out forced by the defense. Feeling pretty good right now, fellas. About 17-0. Feeling pretty good about 37-0. But we're going to have to play some more defense here in the 3rd quarter, giving the Rams a shot. I mean, they can get a couple quick scores, but look at that, man. They're just... I think the thing here is that they're going to be very much a team that is content to punt it when it is time to punt it and not stress the issue. And that's what we just got right there. 5-yard pass on 4th and 10 when they needed it. But man, oh man, we are not finishing this one out as hot as we could. Turnover there. And not a turnover, I guess. We get 53 yards. TJ Klein, love seeing that. 24 zip. Another turnover. Papo. 52-yard. So they're just taking Hail Marys here. And we're able to just settle for a couple ugly field goals. I mean, this feels like a great opportunity to be padding our stats here in the final game of the year with all those turnovers. And unfortunately, those have been field goals, not touchdowns by the squad. And the chance of pitching a shutout, go for it. Don't take the field goal, you bitches. Oh, they go for it. Hey, shout out to them. Puka with the 5-yard receiving touchdown. Now, let's just put the dagger in this one here, fellas. 17-0. Back to back. Never to be replicated undefeated seasons for the juggernaut. 92s across the board. Hell, by this point in time, we might be 93s across the board. Arizona Cardinals squad. First round bye. We are 3 wins away from going on and having 2 straight back-to-back undefeated seasons. We got 129 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks for Kyler Murray. 73 yards, 2 touchdowns for McGee. What the hell? What happened to Roosevelt Bonds? He get hurt early? Practice? Yeah, they'd have to tell us if there was a practice injury, I think. Archibald picked up an injury in this one. Maybe that's why it was so weird. Xavier Collins, Duval with TFLs. We got a picks from Papo and Jalen Thompson. Can I see the injuries here? I'm going to wait a little bit. Damn. All right. A little worried right now, to be honest with you. Well, it looks good at 17-0. I mean, maybe those injuries are just... like they were just of the game. Like we just missed them for a week. Ojulari, no. Austin, Roosevelt Bonds, broken finger. But he's out this week. And then he would be out the bye week and should be back for the first round of the playoffs. Is how I interpret that. Same with Ojulari. We get ourselves our first round bye. We're going to use this week here to reflect and look at the stats of what our guys were able to achieve in this undefeated 17-0 season. I guess, firstly, was there any other team that was kind of close? Who's the other big dogs here? It looks like the big contenders are in the AFC. Jags 14-3, Colts 13-4, Chiefs are up there, Chargers are up there, Bills are up there. So it looks like a very heavy AFC. Where in the NFC, you have Green Bay at 11-6, and of course, our rival that has emerged just because of their also dominance in the NFC. At some point in time, we're probably going to have to beat the Panthers. So take a look at the yearly awards. MVP goes to Bryce Young. And Kyler Murray's the only guy that gets respect on our team at number 9. Do we get Coach of the Year? We do. Back-to-back Coach of the Year for Ben Johnson because he won freaking undefeated season. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jalen Hurts. We get Roosevelt Bonds at 6. Kyler Murray at 7. Defensive Player goes to Aaron Donald. Really? How are we're getting absolutely dogged here on these. McGee gets 7th. He had a lot of touchdowns. I've seen in, like, rebuilds. You get RB2s with, like, 7, 8 touchdowns, which I think that's where he's at. They get better than 7th. There we go. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Best quarterback, Bryce Young. Kyler Murray at number 4. Best running back does go to Roosevelt Bonds. So we do get at least one award winner. At receiver, not one of our dogs show up there. Okay. Surprising. Best lineman, Kevin Dotson, runner-up. I love seeing that, considering we were aggressive in trading for him back in year 1 of this rebuild. Paris Johnson Jr. coming in at number 9. D-lineman of the year goes to Aaron Donald. We got B.J. Ojulari, who unfortunately missed some time due to injury. Imagine if he plays those final 3 games. We're at least top 5. At least from the game that I would have controlled him on the Eagles, we would have got 2 or 3 sacks. Linebacker of the year goes to Kayvon Thibodeau. DB of the year goes to Marshawn Lattimore. Marco Wilson at number 4. Kicker of the year wow, even Klein, man. He's the best kicker in the league. So look at our stats. Kyler Murray finishes top 10 in yards and touchdowns. Just under 4,000 total yards passing, 31 touchdowns, 6 picks. There's also 320 yards and 6 rushing touchdowns. Good year from Kyler Murray. 8 touchdowns from McGee, the backup running back. 4 and 5 from Calvin Austin, who unfortunately, again, missed some time with injury. 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns for our only award winner running back of the year. Roosevelt Bonds, very much deserved, averaging almost 100 a game. We didn't have a single 1,000-yard receiver. I think if we weren't simming as much, we would have. 933 and 5 for Archibald. Just under 905 for Hollywood Brown. Even though that's below Marcus House's standards, that is still a really good tight end season, especially for how much sim we had. 74 catches, 867, and 12. Like, if he was on, like, just say, Superstar Dev, I'd be almost guaranteed he'd be going up to an X Factor. And so that's, the context of how good of a season is. He's just set the pace and bar so far ahead of this from his first 2 years that this is kind of an underwhelming year. When usually that's a really good year, and I'd be happy with that. 7-4 from Rondale Moore. We have on the defense, do we have any linemen that didn't give up any sacks? That'd be kind of cool. No, not really, but sacks generally not too bad. The rookie Tyson McLean, our first-round pick, giving up 5. On the defensive side, 82 tackles for Xavier Collins, 75 for Papo, 71 for Marco Wilson. We got 12 TFLs, 12.5 sacks for B.J. Ojulari, 12 TFLs, 11 sacks Duval, 13 TFLs, 6.5 for Milton. But sacks are very much down from where they were the last couple years, where we've obviously been in full control. Interceptions also down from where they've been over the last couple years, where we've been in full control. 4 picks, Marco Wilson, 3 from Jalen Thompson, 2 for Papo, 2 for Kenny Hodges, and 1 from Zaven Collins. And my kicker, who went multiple years without missing a kick. I mean, it's still not brutal, but also I have higher expectations than that for him. Now we await our opponent. Who is going to kick off episode 50, the finale? It is, of course, it was gonna be. Did they at least beat the? Okay, of course. I mean, the only way that this is fitting, right? That I kind of look at it. Eagles have been a pain in our ass, right? So we got to beat the Eagles in the divisional. We got to beat the Panthers to get back to the Super Bowl, and then we got, Chiefs cheese to deal with. Like, if you're going to try and close this one out with the greatest franchise of all time, you might as well beat the hardest team that's not the Cowboys in the NFC. Beat the rival that we've kind of, easily the two top teams. Bryce Young is just a god in this world right now. And then on the other side, you got to take down Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. That'd be tough. But there we go, fellas. That is setting up everything that you need to know for the 50th and final episode of the Cardinals franchise here in Madden 24. When that will be coming out, what day is today? Today's Tuesday. Maybe the weekend. Do want to try to finish this one up so that we can shuffle a little bit more, so I can get out more rebuilds, so we can get some honey hunters. Will be like the main series. Maybe I got some other little Madden things coming along, some mod side of things that could be fun. But right now, it definitely is a priority for us to wrap up and put a bow here on this Cardinals franchise. So look for it potentially this weekend, the playoff run that we need to see. So until that time, thank you guys very much for watching and all the love and support on this series till this point. If it is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out. I love you. Have a good one.